I just got back from Toronto yesterday, and I got in the mail. I got a new seat for the mini excavator. I haven't started a thing in over a month, so I know it's going to be dead. Truck just got back from the shop. New ball joints, top and bottom, tie rod ends, and what else? Wheel bearings. So that was $2,000. I heard a lot. But we're gonna go over here. That's a different subject. We're gonna go over here and get my jumper cables and see if we can't get the excavator started. Let's pull over there and get it figured out. I do have a nice new set of, what the hell is the wire hanging down there? I do have a nice new set of jumper cables, so I don't think this is going to be an issue, but you never know. There's always an issue, right? Like, what is that? Why is that? What's that hanging down here? What is this? What the hell? I don't know what those wires are for, but they're not supposed to be there. Alright, let's the cables. I always do this now because I've made the mistake of having jumper cables sitting on the ground, and the leads were touching each other. You go hook up your battery and they start arcing out. So hook it to the rubber part of itself. I won't do that. Just to see if the bulkhead or the excavator has any juice at all. Just touch them a little bit. They actually sound like they probably got pretty good juice in there. I'm still going to give it a jump though. That should do it. Yeah, this machine's a mess. I didn't clean it off. I was literally blocked down the road that way. And it's a nasty rainstorm, and it was all muddy and gross. I just loaded it up and brought it home. But you can see this thing here. I want to paint the whole machine, but this seat's really bad. The windows were all knocked out of this when I got it, and the seat got really bad. So, oh, there's some mouse poops in here too. Oh yeah, quite a bit. Got friends. We're gonna go see. First of all, let's see if it turns over. Ooh, I don't have a good connection. I definitely don't have a good connection. I think it's on the truck side. You heard it going on the machine side. It was fine. Well, to check that, see if I got a connection at the truck. The same thing I just did. Only on this end. Since I do. Why don't I have a connection here? Started pretty bad. You guys heard that. It was very weak. You can see I got battery. I got juice at the cables going at the machine, and I had juice at the cables going at the truck. So I should have good cranking here, but I don't for some reason. Let's try that again. That does not make sense. It's the frickin'... I mean, a battery could have been dead enough, but it's jump started. It should get full juice from that battery to here. Let me mess around with some cables here. I'll get back to you. I don't know what's going on here. I got juice coming out of the truck into the battery on the machine. And I verified that by unhooking the I was getting sparks out of that. Is it just because that freaking terminal's so shitty? Did just go to the cable instead? The battery? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if that battery froze. I don't know if the starter's bad. I don't know if it's just bad connections because the terminals are pretty shitty. I don't know. This should just go right to the... I mean, I get a click and that's it. I got nothing. Everything sounds weak too. Son of a bitch. Battery, or the starter turned over a couple times, then clicked. So I don't know if it's the battery. Or sorry, the starter turned over a bunch of times, then clicked. So I don't know if the battery is just so low, but I'm kind of bypassing the battery and going right to the cables. Or if the starter screwed up on me again. I got to get this cab forward and tap on the starter or jump it, see what's going on. So let me get some tools. I'll be back again. I just unplugged the wires from the battery and just touched them together real quick, and I got tons of juice coming out of that. So this battery's got a ton of juice in it, and the starter is just, it's clicking, it's not turning over. So I imagine that I already took the starter out of here once and cleaned the terminals, and it worked again and fired back up. It's a new starter, cheap Chinese starter, but it's new, so I'm thinking that it got I don't know, the ends are probably gummed up again. I don't know how, but I gotta go get my big Allen and then something to push the opener. Alright, let me get some tools. That green wire on top of the starter solenoid was off. So I might need to pinch it because I just put it back on. I want to see if it turns over though. If it turns over, I'm going to have to pinch that connection so it stays on tighter. Let's see if it turns over real quick. Oh, that cab was so freaking heavy. Let's see. Man, this thing, hold up. Why? I think that battery is, or not battery, I think the starter is smoked. Let me whack on it a few times, see if anything happens. Last time it was disconnected it, cleaned it, connected it back up again, it was fine, but okay, that was it. Alright. Okay, 45 minutes later, let's get the glow plugs heated up here. And it should fire up. It's a good strong starter right there. Well, yeah, fires right up. Fires right up, but that starter, it beat the crap out of it there. So I don't know. I mean, I already had it off once and cleaned it. Got it working again, but now Had to rap on it a few times, so something's dirty inside, I guess. But that's all steam from water sitting on it. I was having a problem with these guys here. This bar that you push in from the side here, it wasn't opening that one all the way. I gotta, I'm not even gonna mess with it. I gotta figure out what to do there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I should move these that way a little bit so they, well, this one opens when I push this against it, that opens, but for some reason that one's got to go just a little tiny bit more to click open. So I had to reach in there with a pry bar, and I was able to push on it right here, and then I was able to get the cab up. But the trailer was up way further than this right now, so this cab was like next to impossible to pick up. It's so heavy. So those pneumatic rams or hydraulic rams, whatever's in them, are probably worn right out. I had to put the cab holder up because if I pull that out of the way, the cab will come right down. Anyways, I got it running. Let me get it unchained and move it over to the other driveway. Oh, you know what? Let's see if the starter works again. I think it will. My doubts. Alright, it worked. I imagine after sitting for a while, it got condensation in it or something, and the contacts got a little screwed up, and it whack it with a wrench a couple times and knock it loose. It probably figured itself out. But I got it over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the seat out. The one I bought is pretty decent. It has armrests on it though, so I got to get rid of the armrests because this has armrests here. But it looks like the same height. It's got the same type of suspension in it, and it doesn't go up as high. It only goes to here, but then there's a headrest in it, so the actual seat height is the same once the headrest is on. But this one, like I said, the seat's garbage. I probably could have bought a new seat, just the actual seat for it, for a few $100s, but this one, the whole thing that I got with the armrest and the seatbelt and the backrest, everything, was I think 180 bucks or 202 something or 100 something. I can't remember what it was, but it was under $300, and it's the whole thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and tear this seat out and put the new one in, but I'll catch that one on the next video. Where I left off yesterday, here's that new seat that I bought. Like I said, it's got armrests on it, and I think they're going to need to come off because they're probably going to get in the way. But they shouldn't be too difficult to take those off. I think that plastic cover just get to the bolts. I think it's got to come off. But first, let's try to start this thing. After yesterday's issue with the starter, I banged on it a bunch of times and had it running for a while. It might start today. I don't know, but we'll see. So I want to give it 20. I give it the full round of glow plug. I wait till the glow plug lights comes off, and I think it's 20 seconds. See if it starts. It's not cranking fast enough. I think the battery's probably pretty junk on this thing at this point. When I put a jump on it and it's got full crank, it fires right up. But it's probably, now that I'm using glow plugs too, it's gonna deplete the battery pretty good too. So let's see. No, it's slowing down. jump it. Battery's beeping. I did this the one time and it was like the third time and it was like the battery was pretty much dead, and the last time it just kind of kicked and it fired. So let's just see if it does anything. If not, I'll get the truck over here and jump it. No, it's not gonna go. Alright, let's go get a jumper. Box on it, but I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Let's see. No. That's so stupid, this thing. That jump box doesn't ever work for me for some reason. Whatever. Alright, we gotta go get my truck and jumper cables and get it fired up. Be right back. Having a long pair of cables is definitely helpful. Always in the wrong spot. Let's see if this works. Got a connection. I can hear the sizzling, so that's good. All right, let's give it a shot. We'll do glow plugs again, and then see if it fires. It should fire now. We'll see. There we go. Slow starter today. This starter is giving me I heard the starter acting weird again. That thing is going to be problematic. I gotta figure out what to do with that thing. I guess just buy another one. Like I said, it was a cheap Chinese one. Looked identical to the one that came out of it, which also might have been a cheap Chinese one. But I don't know. Might need to get a better one. And one of the problems with that starter is roll that up. Problem with that starter is it's right down this crack right here. I got this weather stripping in here, but I can see that it's come away. Water gets down there and it drips right on the starter, and I don't know if that's the issue or not. I mean, starters are allowed to get wet, but I don't know if that's what I'm having a problem with. But at any rate, let me get this over to the garage. We're gonna pull the seat out and get the new one in. This is the difficult part, getting it out of the cab. Do I go through the window or through the side? I don't know. Let's figure it out. I took it out last time and I don't remember which way I took it out. I think I took it out one way and put it in the other, so we'll see. That's all we do here is where they carry carriage bolts inside? I don't remember. Let's see. Probably 13 mil again. Really smaller. Only 13. Bolts are going to fall in there, I think. Move the other chair over here. Let's see what we got to do. It's the same thing underneath. These bolts, I think I have to pull this rubber skirt away and pop this one off. Actually, you know what? No, these ones are threaded. Alright, so I just got to pull these bolts out and then they should thread in. So let me get them out of there. Well, for some reason there's 3 or 4 holes here, and there's only 2, one on each side that's threaded on front and back, and to get it to the front threaded holes, those ones aren't, so I'm gonna have to nut and bolt it from behind, and I think the back is the easiest to do. And when I have that there, that means the seat's all the way, it's further back than it would be if I had it on those threaded holes. That means that panel would be further back that way, which means the seat is forward. I'm tall, so I want it to these holes, so I'm going to tighten these down, and then I will undo these clips in the back, and I can reach my hand in there and put the nut and bolt on. So let me get these tightened down and we'll get those buttons undone. So I got to be careful, but these are plastic. Let's see if I just, see, that one broke. Oh no, it didn't. Popped out of there. Alright, so now I should be able, oh, it's going to be tough, but I can get in there, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Come on, fingers. Yet. I'll do that in a minute. Come on, fingers. Get in there. Get in there. There you go. Washer. I just had a washer. What the hell did I do with that washer? that one. God, this magnet. Jesus. The rubber bottom of my magnet here came off, and now it's freaking super, super magnety. Alright. Probably get a vacuum in here, get rid of the mouse poops, and we'll put this back in, so I'll be right back. Time to get the seat in here. Let's see how this works. Oh, do I gotta take the armrests off first, or should I try to put it in there with them on? Probably measure it. Hang on. It's have to come off, so let's get these things off. The option. Oh no, I don't. No, that has to. I was going to say I could take this whole bracket off and then, get rid of it all, but I can't because the backrest, that's how it stays on here. But I got to get rid of the armrest because it sticks out way too far. So let's go ahead and get that bolt out of there. It looks like a 14. Crude measuring tape. It's a hunk of wood. It is that bolt to there. Okay, we got room. We got room. Let's see. I think this seat's got to go up. Oh. Going to fit in there nicely right there. Yeah, that's going to be good. I think. Oh yeah, the seat goes way back too. All right, good. Let's get some hardware. These bolts that came out of the new seat fit there perfectly. I'm going to use them. I don't want to crank these down too much. Be careful because I'm using a 1/2 inch impact. I don't want to get nuts with them. That seems good. Put that in there. Sorry if I'm in your way. Alright, get the 2 back ones in, and I'll show you what this seat looks like when it's done. Alright, well, I have the option. Don't know if I need it because it'll never hit my head, but I have the option on the headrest. And the seat is fully reclinable. Well, so it's glass. Flips down completely flat. Oh, mouse eating gloves. Get those out of there. So that's good. Keep that out of the weather, right? And then it's got adjustability way forward and way back. And I think that is far enough back for me. Oh yeah. Yep, this is definitely a lot bigger. A lot more room now in the inside than the old one. The only problem with the little excavators like this is look how high my feet are off the ground with these pedals. So I find it way more comfortable being all tall. If I can, just use my hands, but everybody frowns on that, so I try to use my feet as often as I can. But I don't know, we can lower those pedals somehow. I don't know. But anyways, that is it. Let's see if this thing starts, first of all. The battery seems a little bit, it's either the battery or the starter that seems a little bit batteried now. Probably the starter. Alright, let's get out of here. turning. I didn't have the safety thing down, and my arm was touching the swing. Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be hooked up, but it was never hooked up when I bought the thing, and I don't know how to hook it up. And I honestly am not really worried about it right this minute. It's for another day. I think what I'm going to do now is move the boat over to the other driveway and move the Bobcat out and grab the Jeep and put the Jeep in the garage. I want to do brake lines on it. But that's going to do it for this one. If you would, please comment, rate, subscribe, and have a great day.